The Strangle gang loves mixed martial arts. I've watched every show about the sport under the sun, but for whatever reason, I've never seen Fight Master's Bellator MMA. On this show, you're gonna see the best coaches in the world training up-and-coming athletes. There's gonna be drama, there's gonna be fights. Let's get it. Oh, damn.
Bellator MMA was built on one core ideal. Title shots are earned, not given. Tonight begins a journey that will test that ideal for these 32 welterweight fighters.
So they basically took the Ultimate Fighter and did a good old copy and paste. All right, nothing wrong with that. Get your money. This guy's eyes are also freaking me out.
Only 16 will make it past the first round and into the Fight Master tournament. Those who make the cut will live, train, and do battle in this cage at a fight camp located in the heart of the Big Easy.
Oh yeah, let me talk about something real quick. Cajun food, prawns. Let me talk about prawns real quick.
Winning fighters will decide between 4 unique camps led by these legendary coaches. Greg Jackson.
Me and George St. Pierre used to take private lessons under Greg during George's camps in TriStar. He's a fountain of knowledge, a really humble, cool guy as well.
Life's goal to train champions like George St. Pierre,
Oh.
John Jones.
Frank, the legend Shamrock.
Frank Shamrock is considered the prototype of the modern day mixed martial artist. He's one of the first guys that was mixing in kicks, punches, takedowns, and jiu-jitsu. An incredible athlete as well.
Joe Warren.
I believe I'm the best coach here.
For those that don't know, real quick, Joe Warren's an incredible Olympic-level Greco-Roman wrestler. He was also a Bellator champion.
And Randy, the
Come
natural
on,
couture.
the natural. Let's go. I'm not even gonna say anything about Randy Couture. If you don't know him, that's your problem. But also, the UFC tried to basically erase this guy from the history books, which is completely disgusting. Randy Couture, you got all my support, and you got the Strangle gang support. You know, what a legend.
Tonight, 5 fighters will go home, while the others take one step towards their dream. A $100,000 prize.
100K.
A place in the top of Fight Master.
So basically, this is like Shark Tank meets The Ultimate Fighter. I like the way they're doing this, and let me tell you something. I'm having a hard time deciding who I think's gonna win this whole thing in terms of which coach is gonna win this whole thing. And $100,000, that's a lot of money.
3 of the best coaches in the world up there, and I'm worried that I'm not going to get anybody.
Well, I know who I'm choosing. I'd have to go with Randy Couture. Just the amount of experience he has, us being roughly the same size, and just to be able to explore his ability to dirty box and mix into clinching and his ability to control people, I think that we would match up perfectly.
And my grandmother just passed away last week.
Always, you know? Always. Always someone dying on these shows. This is why they gotta do this to the viewer, huh? You gotta pull my heartstrings now?
I actually missed a funeral to come out here.
Well, a guy with that strong of a why is gonna be really tough to beat.
When I was probably in...
Oh shit, Tim Welch, we know him. This is actually Sean O'Malley's coach. He does his jiu-jitsu and holds pads for him as well.
My nationality is part Irish and part Indian. So I got my share of fights.
He's part Indian. I'm gonna go with Tim Welch just because I know Tim Welch. I kind of know his abilities more or less. I don't know the other guy's abilities.
No, just my back and right hand.
Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by
beautiful
Miller
jab
Lite.
by
It's
the
not
other
just
gentleman.
A good time, it's Miller time.
Overhand right by Tim Welch, trying to close
Lead
distance.
Overhand right. Yeah, and right away you can tell the experience is high here because both guys are trying to measure their man with a jab and figure out the timing. Yeah, these dudes are definitely good. That was good reflexes there on that pick off of that jab.
Nice parry.
It's right up by his chin.
Beautiful jab. So just great timing. This gentleman has really good in and out movement, black shorts, and he's really giving Tim a hard time in terms of his ability to maintain distance with his jab.
Forward. Yep. Oh,
Beautiful. Beautiful. Puts him out.
But even I told you, I like this
Beautiful, beautiful finish by Welch. Ability to close distance and switch stances is what at least initiated that exchange. Let's go over it again.
Worked with the guy had a fast jab and he was in Tim's face a lot. Tim didn't panic and he took his time. And then he set a little trap where he kind of backstepped and the guy...
Beautiful. So what he did, if you notice there, is as his opponent was gesturing forward, he pulled countered. So what we will see here,
in with the jab.
Boom. He noticed that all of his opponent's weight was on his left leg. With a lowered left hand, that gives Tim Welch the exact line he needs to chuck his right hand over the top and to finish what we call a piston. Watch this, whatever you do. Boom. Landed the right hand over the top and then finished with a left hook. Beautiful,
and
clean
Tim was
knockout.
able to hit him extremely hard
Bing, bing.
and knock him out.
Joe, are you going to run your camp more like a wrestling, hard-nosed camp, work hard every day, or are you going to come at it more of a professional mixed martial arts?
It's like the opposite of Shark Tank, you know what I mean? It's the fighter questioning the sharks and going, what do you got to offer me, right? And all the legends of the sport like trying to say, oh, choose me, choose me. It's so funny.
Guide you. What got you into mixed martial arts?
Man, probably getting called Carrot Top and I knew it. Tomato all through school.
Had to fight. Yeah.
Kind of inflamed me to get in some fights and defend myself and try to beat up the bullies.
Good for you. That's great.
We hate bullies on this channel, as you guys know. So this is a beautiful callback to our bully beatdown series. You could check that out as well.
For these next 6 weeks, I'm going to try to pick Greg Jackson's brain as much as I can.
My friend, I would be honored to have you. And great.
I think he chose Greg Jackson mainly because of the staff that Greg's going to be bringing with him, as opposed to just Greg's knowledge. The other three coaches would have probably been better if it was just their individual knowledge. But it's all about the coaches that the primary coach brings along that could help, obviously help these young up-and-coming fighters.
Yeah, when I was growing up,
my man looks like a figurine. That's a G.I. Joe if I've ever seen one, man.
I met his mother when she was about 4 months pregnant. When he was born, I was there, and I decided that I wanted to be a father. It's something I didn't have when I was growing up.
Good man. Tough thing to do. I respect that. I'll tell you guys who I'm going for, and of course, I have not seen this episode. I'm going to go with Chris Curtis. Actually, I think I've seen Eric as well, but I know Chris hits hard. He has good punches. Oh, I don't like that. I mean, listen, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the glove touch, but I think it's a little tasteless to kick a guy when he goes to reach out. I get it, protect yourself at all times, but, feign him, step off, but to go in and kick him is a little low.
Put him right to sleep.
Puts him down with a fucking jab. Puts him down with a jab.
As soon as Curtis got an opportunity, he dropped Scallon.
Oh, beautiful. So one of my favorite attacks, he underhooks he lands a left underhook, so his arm is under his opponent's armpit, and he uses that to direct Scallion's head into the knee.
Scallon was able to slow him down,
Scallon's a good
catch
wrestler.
him in that pinch front headlock.
Beautiful pinch front headlock to the takedown.
He's got the cage. Nice.
Chris Curtis exploding out.
Scallon, throughout the course of the fight, was able to continually take Curtis down.
Nice. That's a second takedown.
Beautiful. Wrestling, the great equalizer. All right, let's get ready for round 2. So you can see as he comes out, he does a good job. Even though his opponent locks the double, Curtis is able to do a great job of hipping into his opponent, breaking the lock, and getting back to an open stance here. Another shot.
Nice shot.
Drives, gets the body lock, and he finished. He does. And that's what we say when we talk about takedowns. We talk about driving, right? You go to the lock double, it doesn't work, slide up to the body lock and then run that dude down. That's how you do it.
And he was able to use his wrestling to kind of control the fight.
Nice.
On 2 judges' cards, Eric Scallon.
Wow, I was wrong on that one. Great job by Scallions.
I don't believe he's right for our camp. He seems like he's in a shell and needs to come out.
The things that you need to work on, like, the completion and the entrances of those takedowns,
No one wants to work
or
with him.
using your strikes to set up those takedowns, I feel that either of these coaches would be better at it than I would.
Oh, nobody wants him. This is painful. So it's the exact opposite of what we just saw with Welch, where Scallon is coming in, trying to get picked up, and they're all like trying to pass the buck, like we want nothing to do with this guy.
I'm gonna go with Rhino Sports. I really feel, Joe is gonna be, very involved.
Why me? That's Joe Warren right now. Why? Why do I get the scallion pancakes guy?
Thanks for choosing our camp. We're excited to have you.
The lie detector says that was a lie.
Is Brendan Tierney versus Nick Barnes.
Uh-oh, Tierney versus Barnes, baby.
This tale of the tape is brought to you by
and he's 22 years old. I mean, 37, Yeah, I've got to go with the younger guy. He does give up a little bit of height, but he has actually a longer reach. Really cool. Barnes, baby.
Ready, fight!
Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Miller Lite. It's not just a good time, it's Miller time.
Yeah, long rangey.
Keep those hands up, Barnes. You're coming in with that lead hand a little low, and you're not winning the foot battle.
Nice.
Beautiful. Good power and aggression. Yeah, that's a strong, aggressive guy.
Change your heart already.
And it's only 2 rounds. It's only 2 5s.
Gain my trust. Totally fair weather.
Oh, nice.
All right, never mind. He's winning. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, he's got.
All right, let me get a little technical for a second. I don't enjoy seeing people use Kimuras while their back's against the cage. Reason is, even if you hit a Kimura where you try to hit like a Sumigaeshi type movement, there's a cage behind you. So you're not gonna be able to successfully roll that individual over to swap positions. But now he's switching to an inside wrist position. Let's see what he can do there. He's gonna have to expose his back though in order to get up. Goes back to the Kimura.
Arm straight.
With the head on the inside, he has no leverage, and not to mention, as I said before, the cage is in the way. No, it's not gonna. He's gonna pop his head out now. Oh, keeps his head on the inside, even better. Now he's landing hard shots on top. This is a 22-year-old kid, man. Beautiful inside foot position with his left foot. Barnes there steps over. So this is getting super technical now, but knowing when to take your wedge out and replace it, force half guard, force the wedge on top of the knee, high level there. Oh, he enters Ashigarami. Very nice. Heel hook. Okay, so when we attack leg locks from the bottom, we have to keep in mind that we have to use off balance. We can't have a guy towering over us landing punches, right? We got to force their hands down to the mat or their hips to the mat. Beautiful. Beautiful.
He's free.
Now his knees out. Knees out. Scramble up. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nick is scrappy.
Good fight.
Okay, so on that leg lock exchange, when you attack heel hooks and you lose alignment and you lose the knee, you gotta focus on collecting the secondary leg. Swapping legs is a good option. And that keeps him in a perpetual defensive cycle. And there was no reason to really disengage from that position. There's just some key details he was missing there. Beautiful, sharp, fast hands. Wild hands, but very sharp and aggressive. Oh, this is where he has to be careful. The knees at the middle. The knees at the middle. He's out. Come on, Barnes, you were doing great. Hand fight. You got a hand fight.
Leg, man. He's got me all.
He's too high. He's not going to get it. He's going to go to the Kimura from here, most likely. Yep, he's switching to the Kimura.
He's got an arm trap all the way.
His arm's stuck.
Yep, goes to the Kimura as predicted. Let's see if he can create separation. And he's not going to get it. I don't see it happening.
And when you have long legs like that,
there's 3 minutes left.
No, he's not on his so he's going after that arm. Yeah, he's going after that arm.
Oh, it's a straight arm bar on the other side.
Beautiful. He switches to the rear triangle. Now, this is very interesting. This is an inverted version of the rear triangle, and it does work very well. He might have a hard time creating leverage for the strangle, but he may have armbar options. Let's see where Barnes' defense goes from here.
You see that?
Yeah. Whoa.
That looks like it hurts,
that
though.
triangle in, which he just did.
Put
That's
the
going to
pressure
be very...
He's got that triangle.
If he inverts him, it might be over.
He's got that inverted triangle.
No, he lost it. Oh, yeah,
That is a long...
It's not that tight, though. It's not tight.
Cow.
It's the armbar he has to worry about.
It's tight.
That's an American lock. That's going to be a finish. Oh, he lost it.
Come on, Nick.
He's not protecting the arm correctly. He swapped grips. It's over. It might be over. Invert with him. Tierney, you got to keep moving with the alignment. He's losing alignment. He went to the wrong angle. He can finish it. Maybe a straight armbar here, but no. See, the issue is he lost alignment. Not knowing either to go right or left. He should have went right there to maintain alignment. He went left. And when a guy's slippery, you're going to lose the head and the arm. And in this case, now he's on bottom. Arms are burnt out. Legs are burnt out. Not a good thing. Beautiful crossface by Barnes. Barnes.
Keep working, Brandon.
Hips down, stuffing the shot. Go behind to the back.
Yep, he's too high.
Very sloppy jiu-jitsu by Barnes. Very sloppy. There's no reason to force this.
He's got his neck. He's under his chin.
Just raw heart, but not a lot of technique here.
He about got him.
He's still a little loose.
Okay, on the underarm side with both hooks in now. Beautiful work. Has the inside body triangle. Looking for the strangle. This is what he should be doing. What he should do is with his right hand, he should grab the top wrist. Pull the top wrist down so we have what's called a cross wrist rod. And then from there, it'll be easy to chuck left hooks to the head. He'll be able to cross block, but it's pretty easy to get around those gloves. The punch to the temple, the punch to the front of the face. There he goes, lifts the head. Let's see if he can get the strangle. He got it. It's over. Beautiful work.
These guys, Nick, but I'm going to fight for you, man. I loved your style. I love what you brought.
I can see you thinking and learning as you move.
Too much. Too performative, Frank. Too performative.
I think I will like to go with the Shamrock camp.
Welcome to the family, brother.
Thank you.
We'd be happy to beat you at our team now.
I'm really shocked at that. Did not see that coming. Cool. Glad that Frank got him.
Fighting and stuff people see. No, that's just...
Man, that's a horrible record. You got an 8-6 record. Now, from my experience in the sport, records don't mean shit. I've seen guys with horrible records, losing records, be really tough, really dangerous. So you just never know who you're dealing with, right? You got to see. All right, we got one guy, 32, 24, 5'9", 6 foot, heavier and a longer reach. I mean, it's really hard to go against AJ Matthews. Okay, very difficult to go just off of stats. He looks athletic. Darryl Cobb with that record makes me a little nervous. So I'm gonna have to lean towards AJ Matthews in this one.
First round.
Yeah, just being the superior athlete, taking the back. Two hooks in.
In the first round, it didn't look like AJ was going to make it out of it, to be honest with you.
Beautiful. And that's what happens when you go against individuals that have that fast twitch muscle fibers and maybe aren't even the most technical. It's hard to get ahead of them in the first round. You just got to be clean defensively and not get caught slipping. Let's see how the second round goes, though. Maybe AJ can do a little better and maybe catch up.
Fired up.
Boom, lands the head kick.
He's landed some devastating kicks.
Beautiful switch head kick, switch body kick. Right low kick, hard. Slowing him down now.
Hold him down.
Beautiful.
And not let him up again.
This looks more dominant of a round in my opinion.
Right.
Good fight.
Is there a third round?
One apiece?
Yeah, I think that's one apiece.
Third round.
This 5 minutes right here.
Beautiful right hand up the middle. Lands a stiff jab to reset. Cobb eating those inside low kicks is not good. He has to manage distance a little bit better.
Kick all day, man. Inside, outside, high, low, middle.
Beautiful. Changes levels, hits a lock double, and scores a takedown. Beautiful slam. This is a very bad sign for Cobb.
Right there.
Landing hard hammers, fists, and body shots from the closed guard.
Positioning is ground.
That's how you win fights, baby.
On all three scorecards by unanimous
We're right
decision,
again, baby.
AJ
Steven
Matthews.
Strangles. Speaking of the third person, not a big fan of that, but Steven Strangles is doing a good job. We've only gotten one wrong, so we have a good momentum going here with the predictions.
Is ultimately yours.
I think he's gonna go with Randy.
I would really like it, Mr. Couture, if I could be on your team.
We will be
on a roll, baby. I called it. I knew he was going to pick Randy. Randy's an incredible fighter and a great coach. This is cool.
Is Josh Quayhagen versus Chris Lozano.
Don't know who these guys are. All I know, Quayhagen, cool last name.
When I was in college, I kind of got into the party scene again.
Didn't think that was Quayhagen. Like, you could put 45 faces in front of me. I would have never chose this face. So nickname's just an abbreviation of the last name. What's your nickname, Steve? Well,
My father was incarcerated for killing someone.
Yo, they started off like that. There was no foreplay with this promo. It was just death. I'm going with Lozano. I mean, Josh still has a few years to go before he's fully primed out. But again, Chris has that height advantage, you know? He comes in with that height advantage and that reach advantage. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Okay, good low kick right off the gate.
That was beautiful. Turn that knee right inside. You see that?
Okay, going for the Superman punch right out the gate. I don't like seeing that. Beautiful. Right to the mount position. So he basically blitzed the guy. Quayhagen lost his footing and ended up getting mounted straight away.
Just powered down.
Right to mount.
Just powered him down.
Chris was just able to muscle him. He was just ragdolling him. It was a strength issue, I think, more than anything. So I felt that he edged the round out for damage.
Oh, he finishes with a beautiful head kick.
Keep your hands up!
All right, let's see how we... Ooh.
Nice. Pulling straight back with that shot.
He had a great first round, but he's spazzing out in the second. He has to get that confidence back and establish dominance in the round.
Stay focused. Come on, Josh.
Ooh. Winging.
Take his legs out again.
Beautiful. Closes distance to the body lock.
Josh is going over his head. There he goes.
Beautiful. Scores another takedown. A lot of athleticism and strength being displayed.
Lozano had a well-rounded game and a really good understanding of position, and he ended up tying this kid up with that seatbelt to trap that bottom arm.
That's ugly.
Oh, he's in big trouble here.
Got that bottom arm trapped. Can't protect his face.
Beautiful. So this is typical inside wrist ride on the far side, leaving your opponent only one arm to defend, right? But that's not a good position. Sitting heavy on the bottom leg, controls the hips, wedges him against the cage.
Hear that landing?
Beautiful. Hard shots.
Yeah, look at
Hard
his
shots.
face.
They need to stop this fight.
Even if he wins, he's going to be
They need to stop this fight. they're gonna want to stop the fight.
Break.
Jesus. What the fuck was that? Dude should be barred from refereeing.
Chris Lozano. Good job, man.
Chris almost caught a body.
God is still good. He's been great to me. I have a lot to look at and be positive about.
Mr. Jackson.
Chris, good to see you again.
You too.
Well, I've trained Chris quite a bit in New Mexico. He's come down to the gym and worked out before, and we like him quite a bit.
We know who he's choosing.
He's going to be an amazing teammate and an amazing fighter.
This guy's probably got a better strategy and game for you. Unless you want to go with me, and then I'd be happy to be your coach, and I'll train you to the best of my ability and everything else.
I really want Lozano on my camp, but I'm going to play a dangerous one and try to push him off and hope he comes back.
That wasn't smart.
If Team Shamrock would have me, I would like to be a part of it.
It worked.
We'd be honored.
It worked. The reverse psychology worked. Frank Shamrock, you are a genius. I've never seen that show, and quite honestly, I was completely entertained the whole time. I think we're gonna make this a series. Strangle Gang, stay strong.